Good day, I am Kelsey Sponelia Baluyot of AB English 1A. And today I am going to discuss about the 5 circles of sexuality. Okay, first let's define sexuality. Sexuality is more than sexual feelings or sexual intercourse. It is an important part of who a person is and what she or he will become. It includes all the feelings, thoughts, and behaviors associated with being male or female, being attractive and being in love, as well as being in relationships that includes sexual intimacy, sensual, and sexual activity. It also includes the enjoyment of the world as we know it through the 5 senses: the taste, touch, smell, hearing, and the sight. The first circle of sexuality is the sensuality. Sensuality is the awareness of and sentiments about one's own body as well as the bodies of others, particularly a sexual partner's body. Sensuality permits us to appreciate the pleasure that our body may provide us and others. In short, sensuality uses the senses to experience physical and psychological pleasure. Examples of sensuality are skin hunger, oral visual stimuli, sexual response cycle, body image, and fantasy. The second circle of sexuality is the sexual intimacy. The ability to be emotionally close to another human being and accept closeness in return is known as the sexual intimacy. Sexual intimacy is the exchange of emotional closeness between people. Examples of sexual intimacy are caring, sharing, loving and liking, risk-taking, vulnerability, self-disclosure, reciprocity, and trust. The third circle of sexuality is the sexual identity. Sexual identity refers to a person's perception of who he or she is sexually, as well as the sense of being male or female. Sexual identity is who we are as sexual beings and how we label ourselves and our desires. Examples of sexual identity are biological sex, gender identity, gender expression, gender role, and sexual orientation. The fourth circle of sexuality is the sexual health and reproduction. Sexual health and reproduction refer to a person's ability to reproduce as well as the habits and attitudes that promote healthy and happy sexual relationships. Sexual health and reproduction refers to the attitudes and the behaviors related to the sexual and reproductive systems. Examples of sexual health and reproduction are anatomy and physiology, sexual reproductive systems, intercourse, contraception and abortion, and sexually transmitted infections. And lastly is the sexualization. Sexualization is the component of sexuality in which people use their sexuality to manipulate, control, or influence others. Sensualization, sometimes known as the shadowy side of human sexuality, encompasses a wide spectrum of actions from the comparatively harmless to the sadistically violent, cruel, and illegal. In short, sensualization is the use of sexuality to influence, control, and manipulate others' power. Examples of sexualization are flirting, media messages and images, seduction, withholding sex, sexual harassment, incest, and sexual assault and rape. And those are the 5 circles of sexuality. Thank you and keep safe.